not forgetting the initiative advantage to get educated. So special acknowledgement goes to the teacher, devastating their own. A significant degree removal of examination for
the board chairman of Korovuto Institution and the school manager, Mr. Praveen Singh, the school management committee members, the head of school, Korovuto Primary School, Mr. Anil Kishore Kumar, principal, Mr. Rikesh Reddy of Korovuto College, Meha district officers, president of Parents Teachers Friends Association, Mr. Salesh Chandra, the graduates, parents, guardians, teachers, and students. Bulavinaka, Namaste, Namaskaram, Assalamu Alaikum, and a very good morning to each one of you. It's great to stand here and just look across to see this colorful environment. And what really blew me away when I got this invitation to come today for this graduation ceremony. You know, during our days when we finish off class 8, nobody ever knew that we finished off. It was not celebrated the way it's being celebrated today. So I'm really, really pleased to see this. And I hope many more schools can do exactly what your school is doing. It's a beautiful send-off. It's basically the last reunion of students with teachers and with parents, friends, and family. Nothing can beat this moment. So thank you for inviting me to today's Year 8 Awards and graduation ceremony. Congratulations to all students who are graduating today, as well as those who will be receiving awards. Events like this are very important to allow us to come together in celebration of the next step in students' school journey. And what a way of ending your Year 8, in other words, 8 years of primary school. As one chapter concludes, your entry into secondary school marks the beginning of another. It does not mean that yes, today is the graduation and let's celebrate and then we'll see what happens in secondary school. The reason why the school is having this celebration is for you to taste what success is, what it's like to complete 8 years of primary school. And I'm sure when you enter secondary school, a similar celebration will be organized when you finish off your Year 13. So, celebration all along, provided you work hard and try to achieve your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, an event like this also allows us to acknowledge those students who have achieved a distinction showing their success in their education. We commend these students not just for the sake of praising their achievements, but because of the example they are setting for their peers. Other students can see that it is possible to reach these notable milestones. Think of it as an encouragement to work harder, to strive, to stand shoulder to shoulder with your friends. In fact, the theme of today's event, Pursuing Dreams and Fostering Resilience in the Face of Adversity, is particularly appropriate in that regard. The pursuit of your dreams requires determination. It requires resilience. Life will always put hurdles in your way. It is up to you to make the choice and push forward despite the challenges you face. Education is a continuous process, and we just heard that from the head teacher. And to those students who will not be receiving awards today, do not be discouraged. The fact that you are graduating today means that you have already passed an important milestone in your life. And this is no small accomplishment. Primary school education sets the foundation for the rest of your educational journey. It has prepared you for secondary school, which then leads you to your tertiary education and career for the future. The Fijian government recognizes how critical primary education is. And what you've heard from the head of school regarding primary education, we are serious about primary education. We are extremely, extremely serious that we need to build a very strong foundation for our children so that when they move to secondary school, it will be easy for them to understand difficult concepts. They'll be able to understand the various subjects that's being taught to them. But can you imagine if the foundation is not strong, if they're not good at reading, writing, comprehending, analyzing, and at the same time carrying out basic calculation, these students will be struggling at secondary level. And that can lead to dropout. It can also lead to bad behavior that sometimes we see in our children because they're not interested. They can't understand. And it is for this reason we have changed the curriculum and the number of subjects we are offering in lower primary, that is from year 1 to year 3. Now in year 1 to year 3, we only focus on numeracy, literacy, civic and moral education plus language. And with that, students can play, they can be creative through art and craft, dance, music, and so forth. We recognize that that is the stage when the brain is developing, and therefore we need to focus and get maximum out of it. Not leave it at the end and then we say, oh no, the child is not able to read and write. It's too late. So we have introduced new numeracy and literacy curriculum, which was trialed this year in 90 schools, and next year this new curriculum will be rolled out, and from years 5 to 8 this numeracy and literacy curriculum will be trialed. And that is a major shift in our education system. We are very serious. And I also want to share with you, government is making a huge investment in education. We believe in it. We have seen countries like South Korea, we have seen countries like Singapore. They don't have any natural resources like what we have. Singapore is slightly bigger than Kabini. And look at the population of Singapore. Look at the growth of that country. They were able to achieve this simply through education. And we are doing the same. Every year, $700 million is given to the Ministry of Education, and out of this $700 million, around $330 million goes towards teacher salary, 68 million goes to various schools as free education grant, then buying of textbooks, about 33.3 million goes towards providing free transport and providing other products that we have made available for the girl child. So ladies and gentlemen, we have moved your financial burden. We have taken your financial burden, right? And as a government, we are simply requesting parents to take your child's education seriously. We do not wish to see that a child misses out despite the government's effort in sending each and every child to school and making sure no child is left behind. And I also want to bring it to your attention that through our initiative, through our policies, we are able to see notable change. We can see the impact on student participation rates in primary school, which we are proud to say remains at around 100%. Gender equity has also benefited with girls' participation at 48% over the past 4 years and increases to 53% in secondary school. Early childhood education participation is at all-time high at 88%. These figures are much higher compared to many other middle-income countries similar to us. It proves what we are doing is working. This is something that we all as Fijians can be proud of. We have also been adapting our curriculum to bring our standards in line with schools in other nations that are more developed than us. What we want to do is we want to inspire our children to become lifelong learners, not only learning to sit for exams and passing exams, and then whatever they learn becomes irrelevant in life. I would like to emphasize that we are at a stage where we want to ensure that our curriculum is more activity-based, including teaching styles that will help students to learn by doing, not just sitting in the classroom taking notes and listening to teacher. It is a very old style of teaching. We need to be interactive, we need to be technologically advanced in our teaching and learning. And as we go along, we need to incorporate the principles of gender equality, disability inclusion, social inclusion, and we need to support differentiated learning and ways to support students with diverse learning needs. You know, since the parents are here, I specifically want to talk to the parents. You know, what a golden opportunity for me. So thank you, head teacher, for inviting me. I want to emphasize that as parents, sometimes we become very pushy. Just because our neighbor's child has become a doctor, a lawyer, he or she has become a teacher, we start pushing our children to do the same. Whether our children are interested or not, but it is all about our social status. We feel that if neighbor's child is a lawyer, wow, it's great. And my child should become the same. Not necessarily. Every child is different, just like you and I are different. And what we need to do is just encourage the child to do whatever he or she wants to do. In whichever field they go, they'll still make money. At the end of it, why do we study? We study to improve our livelihood. We study to come out of poverty. We study to improve our social surrounding and our social status. Now, when we hear that somebody in the neighborhood is studying plumbing or electrical or is becoming chef, we don't pay a lot of respect to such courses. In fact, we are so wrong. We are so wrong. In this day and age, there are more graduates waiting on the side, looking for jobs, whereas those students who have completed the technical and vocational courses, they get the job easily, they can migrate easily, and over a period of time, once they have really learned the job by doing hands-on, they're able to open their business. And then they can employ many more people. That's the difference. I want all of you to reflect within your family, within your friends, within your neighborhood. All those people who are doing business. What is their education qualification? Are they all graduate, degree holders from university? No, they're not. Not necessarily. That one has to be. So, we need to tap into the natural talents our children have. And if we go by that, your child will be happy, they'll be able to excel in that area, and they'll do extremely well. And this is where we need to change our education system. Our education system is such that it's based on the thinking that every child that enters primary school will end up in university and they will all have a degree. We need to create pathways for our children as soon as they enter secondary school so that they can make a choice whether they want to go academic way or they can choose the skills way, right? And that is something we are determined to do, and we are already working in ensuring that in secondary school, after the students complete year 10 and they move into year 11, they should be able to make a choice. And once they make the choice, they can go that way. For the parents, you may have seen that in year 12, 11, 12, and 13, if I'm not mistaken, we have introduced pure maths and life maths. And pure maths and life maths was introduced purely to create that pathway. Those students who are interested in moving forward in attaining their degree, they can do pure maths. Those students who want to take up TVET courses, then they take up life maths. So we have made that change. And similarly, we'll be making a lot more changes in our curriculum, making it fit for purpose and making it more relevant to the job market. It's important that we do that. So ladies and gentlemen, we need to strive to build a better generation of Fijians. We as educators must work in partnership with parents. We cannot do it on our own. We need parents' support. We need to work with you so that your children are being nurtured and raised with attention to detail both at school and at home. Without you, this is impossible to accomplish. As mentioned before, the theme for today's event is pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity. No one can deny that the past couple of years have been tough with pandemic disrupting our normal education structure. And I recall the toughest decision I made in my life was the opening of school during COVID-19. There were a lot of criticism during that time, but I'm glad that I made that decision. At least our children were able to complete the academic year 2020-2021, and again in the year 2022 they finished off 2021 and they started off with 2022 academic year. So we do agree that there has been a lot of learning losses, but at least we've got a pathway. We are working along that line. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the School Management Committee. I pay my deepest respect to them for investing in our children's education. And it is only through partnership that we can serve our client, that is our students, extremely well. And for the students who are seated here, I know you'll be moving on to year 9, but I want to emphasize that there will be a lot of changes as you move into secondary school. One big change is e-learning. Major emphasis that our children must be involved in technology, and only through technology, not only through technology, but using technology to learn is the way forward. And we cannot deny our children from that, because our children of this era, somehow or the other, they are born with technology and they are tech savvy. And all of you understand that. You know, when you have problems with your computer, with your mobile phones, who comes running to help you? You just scream your child's name and he or she is there to fix your phone, to fix your laptop, to download, to advise you, to assist you. Am I right? Now, if that is so, then how can we still use traditional approach of teaching and learning? We need to move away and become technologically advanced. And that is what I expect the head of schools to do. We need to invest money in our technology, and the easiest way we can do that is buying a smart TV in each classroom. Smart TV that can be connected to internet, so that you can go to YouTube, you can pick out lessons which are relevant and show it to the students. And we can have a good discussion around that topic. Right, so this is something that I am very keen in seeing that this happens. I would like to address the students as well. Knowing how much your school, your teachers, your community, your government, your parents and guardians are committed to your education. I hope you are inspired to pursue your dreams to your greatest potential. I know many of you must be nervous about the idea of going to secondary schools. Some of your friends will be moving to other schools. And this is the time where you'll be you'll be making some new friends as you move to different secondary schools. But that does not mean that you can forget your primary school friends. They remain there forever. I still have my primary school friends that I am in touch with, and I'm sure same will happen to you. So don't be so nervous. Change can be intimidating, but it is also a good thing. You will meet new friends, learn new things, and take your first steps into becoming young adults. Next year, you take your first step towards your dreams by starting secondary school. From there, you move to tertiary learning, which will be one of the final steps in achieving your dreams. Some of you will become nurses, doctors, teachers, inventors, engineers, electricians, chefs, and tourism industry workers. Each of these careers are important, as I mentioned earlier on, and hold great value in our future, and we cannot wait to see you shine as you have done so far. Remember to be brave, be bold, and most importantly, be the best version of yourself that you can be. There is an amazing future ahead of you, and we all look forward to seeing what you accomplish for yourself and for Fiji. And I'm sure the head teacher and the principal, they look forward to making a note of their own students and where they are today in terms of their personal achievements. So congratulations to awardees and best wishes to everyone. Wishing you Merry Christmas and a very productive 2023. Thank you very much.
As the chairperson of this
Yes, it's Britannia Tiram once again. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The award goes to Prita Nietira. Congratulations.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Britannia Tiram.